from like all throughout our relationship. I'm talking about 4 days after he asked me to be his girlfriend, there are messages of him cheating.
He told you he was hanging with his homeboys. He was going to clap some cheeks. I'm gonna tell you right now, all that sentimental shit, none of that shit is gonna keep a man from cheating on you, bro. This is crazy. Welcome back to another episode of Clacked Out Conversations. I'm your host, Fahim, and today we got some more TikTok content. How me and my ex are no longer in contact again. Yeah, this should make for an interesting story time. I'm not here to waste your time. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and let's get into it.
Story time on how me and my ex are officially done. We're not really going to be getting ready today. I'm already basically ready, but we'll do a little one too. Basically, as y'all know, I had decided to give this man a second chance because, you know what I'm saying, shit happens. That was my first real relationship. He was my first body, my first boyfriend, my first everything, basically. So basically, I decided to spend a night over there at his house. We were basically getting back to like regular, getting back on good terms or whatever. And so something had told me to go through his phone because last time we had a boundaries conversation, we both agreed that we would give each other our passwords to each other's phone, passwords to Instagram, all that. Like, we basically had an open door type of thing. So he goes to sleep. And I was already having an off vibe. Nothing is compared to a woman's intuition. Because my vibe was already off about him that night. And so something was telling me check that phone. And usually I'm not a check the phone type of girl. Like, I'm a very, like, big on privacy, like an invasion of privacy. But something was telling me to check that phone. And then what?
No woman is I'm not the check that phone type of girl. I'm going to let you know that right now. That does not exist. The type of girl, I don't check your phone, that's cap. That's cap. She gonna check that phone one day, for sure.
Further believe me to check that phone is because I checked for his phone. Why is your phone under your pillow? Why are you sleeping with your phone under your pillow, you whore? I'm also going to try not to cuss so much in this one because I actually already uploaded a Storytime, but they literally shadow banned it, so I had to delete it. So, yeah. And so, basically, I go through his phone. First, I hit up his messages. Y'all, I literally have 24 screenshots of him cheating. And it wasn't really recently from like when we made up in December, but from like all throughout our relationship. I'm talking about 4 days after he asked me to be his girlfriend, there are messages of him cheating. I literally just left my best friend's house too, and I was catching her up on the tea. And basically we were like looking at the messages and like going back to my messages between him and like seeing how he was lying. Literally, there's one message where he went to go see a girl, and I looked at our messages. He was telling me he was going to go hang out with his homeboys, and it's crazy because I had asked him, I was like, "You're not coming over today anymore?" He was like, "No, I'm gonna be with the guys tonight, but I'll see you in the morning." Like, I should have knew. It just goes to show how much men will go out of their way to cheat on you because I had his location and everything like that. Like, from the screenshots, I'm gonna tell y'all basically what I found out because I can't show y'all all 24 screenshots, so I'm gonna give y'all a summary. I found.
He told you he was hanging with his homeboys. He was going to clap some cheeks.
5 different girls in his phone. I also found out whenever I confronted him, he told me that he did end up a girl. So he says it's one, but as we know, it's a continuous pattern. Every time I find out something, he tries to minimize the situation. So I wouldn't be surprised if I found out and there were like 3, 4, 5 more girls. But one of the girls he literally met 4 days after he asked me to be his girlfriend. He went to Baywatch, which is like a thing in Houston at Galveston. It's at the beach or whatever. He found one girl, and basically they were going back and forth. He's talking about how he's going to cook her breakfast. And apparently he was meeting her mom because one of their most like one of the last messages between them is like, "Hey, I just seen your mom in traffic." And then he was sending the girl his location. It's just a whole lot of crazy shit. Then there was another girl that he was hanging out with, just going on 2 mans, and basically his little hoe house was basically at his dorm with his homeboy because he will always be at his homeboy house. But like, I'm not always with my homegirl, but I'm just like taking it as they're just chilling. No, he was basically going over there to link with, and then just going to me and telling me, "Oh, I'm just with my homeboys." And I know some of y'all gonna be like, "Girl, you should have already knew." Y'all, just trying to be optimistic. This is my first boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff happens. Yeah, so it was another girl that basically he was just going on 2 mans with. There's messages of him talking about cracking. Like, it's really, 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 really bad. Like, there's one message where he's like, "Yeah, I've been up in the score, not gonna lie. I'm getting good at this cracking stuff." Y'all, the messages are so bad. Mind you, while I'm checking his phone, it's like 1 a.m. I spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours going through his phone. I went through his Instagram. He's texting girls on Instagram. They're not even responding. Like, you thirsty. So, and then I also have found another girl that he was talking to. Basically, he went to school with. They're hanging out in the school parking lot. He was sending his location to her too. Like, and basically, that's just the moral of the story, the things that I found. If y'all want to know more, just ask me in the comments. Y'all know I'm an open book. Y'all is my girls at this point. So after like an hour and a half, 2 hours of going through his phone, and my best friend just put me on. I could have went through his recently deleted messages, y'all. I didn't know how to do that. I could tell that he deleted some stuff, but like, I still found a lot of stuff. Like 24 screenshots of you cheating. Come on, be for real. Think smarter. It's like, why are you giving me your password if your phone's supposed to be clean? That just goes to show how dumb he is. Because I'm pretty sure there was definitely more. So after like an hour and a half, 2 hours of going through his phone, he sleep. He had school at 6 a.m. It's like 1, 2 a.m. I never cared. I told him, I said, wake your cheating up. And I'm like, poking him, I'm like, wake up, wake up. I'm like, I'm naming the list of the girls. I'm like, who's this? Who's that? Who's this? He was like, what? Y'all know how they be like.
Ah! He said, what? Huh? What you say? Who's this girl? Who's this girl? Who's this girl? Huh? It's my sister.
And so he's like, what? I'm like, no, who is this? And he's like, those are girls that I used to talk to. Like, not lying, but again, trying to minimize the situation, because I see that you used to talk to her, but you didn't tell me that you were talking to her while we were together. Like, basically, our whole relationship was a lie. And y'all, it's just so hard, because now I'm rethinking everything. I don't trust anything this man has ever told me. And his excuse was like, oh, I've seen it all before. Because a little bit of a backstory, his last relationship, he got cheated on. But it's just like, why not just tell me that you didn't want a relationship? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, y'all, I was so genuine to this man. I remember for his birthday, I did the cutest thing. I made him like a little jar, and I did handwritten notes. Like, they were color coded. Some were like songs that remind me of you, things I like about you, like really sentimental things. Because when I'm in love, I am in love. So like, for him to say that he's seen it all in the books, I'm like, so you're just going and adopting cats for random girls? Like, he knew.
I'm gonna tell you right now, all that sentimental shit, none of that shit is gonna keep a man from cheating on you, bro. This is crazy.
That I was genuine, and he knew I had a good heart. He just took advantage of that. But basically, whenever I was like confronting him about it, he knew that he was caught. Like, he was like, I know it looks bad, this, that, and the third. He was like he wasn't even really talking as much. Like, in the past, he was like begging me this, that, and the third, but he was just kind of just sitting there. And so basically, he kept trying to explain to me. So I got out of the bed, I went to the movie room, and I was like, no, leave me alone. And he kept following me. He was like, I just want to enjoy our last night together. Da, 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 da. Mind you, I'm texting my mom, I'm texting my sister, I'm texting my best friend. No one answered, because it's like 2 a.m. And now that they know what happened, they're like, why didn't you call? Which I know, but like, I'm just a considerate person. I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, these people might have work in the morning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, if they don't text back, then it's whatever. And he has a movie room, so I just slept in the movie room. And then, like I said, he ended up sleeping in there with me. I'm talking about, I'm bawling my eyes out the whole time, because I only slept for like an hour. Other than that, I stayed up to 4 a.m. so I could leave. And I'm just there bawling like the whole time, and he's just like on his phone, like sniffling every now and then. Like, y'all, it was just so painful. And I literally told him, I'm like, this is definitely the last time I'm going to see you. Which is not true, because I do have to see him one last time for him to give me the cat. And that's it, because I know last time we still were trying to co-parent the cat. And I know people were saying which it was an excuse, which I understand. But at the time, you know, this is both our cats. We adopted her together. But at this point, I'm just going to keep the cat, because he's going to be moving back in with his mom anyways. And his mom doesn't like the cat, so I'm gonna have to keep the cat regardless. I will have to see him again for that, but other than that, we've been no contact for I think 5 days now. I blocked him on everything, but then I unblocked him, y'all. So I've just been looking at his TikTok reposts, and he's posting all these sad reposts about how he messed up, this, that, and the third. And then there's also parts of the story, like I said, I mentioned this lots of times. I told those parts of the story to my mom, and she was livid. So she called him yesterday morning, trying to see why he did those things that he did, and this, that, and the third. But she was still keeping it calm and classy or whatever. And he just, I don't know, like, something's genuinely wrong with him. And it's crazy, because I told y'all I gave him multiple chances to tell me the truth. Because I would appreciate it and respected it much more if he just came to me and told me everything, instead of me having to go and find out. Like, if he would have just told me all at once and it would have been done and deaded, maybe there would be a different outcome. I don't know. But he looked me in my eyes, in my face, in serious conversations, and told and lied to me and my mom about talking to other girls. So it's just like, I can't trust you. You're a liar. yeah, it's just a really messed up situation. After this, I definitely cannot go back. Like, everybody keep asking me, like, you don't think you could be friends? I'm like, at least not right now. Like, it's just too much. Trust is gone. So yeah, y'all, again, this is like a short story. Like, it's really more to it, but I just tell y'all what I tell y'all because it already sounds bad. Like, it already sounds bad. Your girl is single. Your girl is healing, and I'll keep y'all updated on my love life because this not it. Just because someone took advantage of my heart doesn't mean I'm gonna stop being a pure person. It's just a lesson learned. But I just hate that I literally wasted a year and a half of my time on this man, and his excuses will always be like, well, oh, I do this for you, I do that for you. I'm like, okay, like, I don't care about that. Like, hate men, y'all. Moral of the story is, don't let a man take your heart for granted. Stand on business and make sure he wrap that thing up. Anyways, I love y'all. That is the update. I got more videos coming for y'all, but I just wanted to give y'all an update because these men is not shit. Anyways, love y'all.
She gonna be back. She gonna be back. Talk about I got to see him one last time to get a cat that we both adopt. She gonna be back, bro. She will be back. I ain't trying to hear none of that. But thank you for tuning in to another Clocked Out Conversation. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.